This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. A handoff to Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From midfield, here's Brady. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Sliding out of the pocket.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them out of the end zone for the 2-point play.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Here's a diving catch right side. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
DK Metcalf, 28 yards. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Wilson going to throw for it. Rolling to his left. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Brady going to try and throw on third down. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Brady going to go on fourth down. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a hunting down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Wilson dumps this one off to Chris Carson. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Throwing on first down is Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Brady now on first down. And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Brady to throw again. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Forced out to his left. Shrugs him off. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Brady. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Well, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off. That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now Wilson on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got a man complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. Now it's Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Being chased out left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there in the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
This is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Brady now on 1st down. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st down, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. After the interception, here's Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into Danger Russ. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
The final shot before half for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gaud.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is DJ Reed returning, and they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. And he is going to lose yardage here. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Flush to his right. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete.
And with the struggles they've had putting points on the board, he's the one who's had the breakthrough, trying to find him again for another one to try and add to their total.
Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Brady now to throw. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Brady. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They will run it. It's Fournette. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Reed returning. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If it
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
They're going to try and run. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Here's Reed. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Forced out to his left. Throws left side. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets them even closer. Now a 2-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Reed returning. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick 6, but look, they're still in the driver's seat. Now the question, how aggressive will they be on this drive? Time to find out. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Touchdown! Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Wilson going to throw for it. They'll roll him out right.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here's Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf.
They find some open field here. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
A big play there on the catch and run. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge. His second touchdown of the night. And the interception by the Seahawks. D leads to a touchdown. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. From the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Brady now on first down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tyler Johnson there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Brady's going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, man. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the...
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard there to make the grab. And the Bucs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They're going to try and run for it. But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Reed. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. To throw again is Wilson. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. Now Wilson steps away to his left. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches...
This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Back to throw, Brady. And mercifully, he'll go down. As that play was an utter mess. That might be kind. And the try for two unsuccessful. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here's Reed returning. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Wilson wants to throw it. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Wilson. Steps away. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Second down and goal. Wilson. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the two-point try. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and they end up getting sacked.
One final try now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor. Time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.